And we'd like to welcome now Dr. Nick Bradford. He is a structural engineer who lives in Tampa. Thank you for joining us. How are buildings along the Gulf Coast made to stand up against hurricanes like this one?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for having me. Really, you're looking at two design parameters. One's the wind force from this sort of event, and then the other is, as we've been talking this morning, is the storm surge and stuff. And with regard to storm surge, you really look at two different parts of that. One is the wave action, and you really see it, when you look at seawalls and things like that, and the breaking waves and the force of those waves as they hit the building foundations, and just as importantly, the supporting soils that support the foundations of the buildings. The breaking waves really can grind and eat away at the supporting soils, and so that can undermine the buildings and cause them to shift and crack. And then, to a lesser extent, you have the part of the storm surge that is more like a rising flood. That there's not so much lateral force occurring with it, but it's just the floodwaters going up and up and up. And there you get more concerned about just things getting exposed to water. The soils can get saturated and can shift and compress based on the fact that they just got soaked and stuff. But from a structural standpoint, in terms of what might cause a building to fall down during the event, it's more about the wave action, and then after the event, you get more concerned about just the level of saturation of the soils. And that's where you start to see things like a day or two down the road. So someone might be driving along the street and part of the pavement drops away because the supporting soil was washed away during the event. So those are the type of long-term effects that we look for.
Certainly, and it could be those things that we don't see immediately that could be the most damaging. So
Correct.
Once a hurricane has passed, what are the most important things that homeowners, landlords, building owners can do to ensure the building is safe?
Well, you obviously, if you've gotten flooding on your property, if water has actually gotten into your house, probably one of the most important initial concerns you need to have is you need to make sure that the electricity stays off until the portions of the house that got wet can then be dried out, because you don't want to have the electricity turned back on and then have some sort of short, some sort of spark, some sort of fire occur within your house because there were still parts of the electrical system that were still wet. What I'm thinking about is things like outlets may not have completely dried. You may have sections of the wiring that are still wet. You need to make sure that all those areas get completely and adequately dried out. Then a more long-term concern is the development of things like mold and mildew and those sorts of things. You really, if you get water in your house, one of the best things that you can do is actually cut away and remove the wet drywall to expose the walls to the air, and so sort of get things drying out as quickly as possible. You just don't want things to stay wet, because mold will start almost immediately.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.